Watch this video, then we'll talk.
Okay, I mean this in the most serious way, and I'm not trying to be mean. Has anyone actually made a friend from Bumble BFF? Because I'm on Bumble BFF, and I'm like, oh, let me see if I can actually meet people. It is a terrible experience. It's probably worse than when I was on Bumble like as a dating app. And the biggest thing for me is that we live in Savannah, close to South Carolina. So literally every profile is like, I was a sinner and then God changed my life. Woman of Christ, Proverbs 31 woman, da 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 da. And again, I'm not hating on you if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Christian. I just feel like it gets a little spooky, okay? There's only so much I can take before I go, are you trying to indoctrinate me? And I don't like that.
As somebody that has moved to multiple cities abroad, in different countries that speak different languages, I have so many thoughts on not just Bumble BFF, but the ability to make friends in new places. One, have I ever used Bumble BFF? No. Do I know people who have used Bumble BFF? Yes. The only people that I personally know that have had success using Bumble BFF have been in Europe, personally. Now, I have a number of theories that don't necessarily regard the like creepy Christianity thing that this creator is talking about on Bumble BFF. More so, what I want to talk about is how, one second, is a mix of, I found it, is a mix of how you can never say the wrong thing to the right person, and also sometimes relationships are a matter of right time, right place. What am I talking about? Perfect example. I have an amazing friend. She is brilliant. She is smart. She has big world ideas and thoughts, and I adore everything about her. And she has been having the hardest time for years making friends in the location that she is in. Something that I personally have realized that I think now she understands is that the concept of when it comes to making friends, especially if you were in places that can tend to lean more small-minded. That could be red states. That could be small towns where nobody really leaves after high school. That can mean a bunch of things, but places that tend to lean more conservative in a lot of ways, it can be harder to make friends and build community if you are somebody that has more big world ideas, which unfortunately includes inclusivity. Now, I personally was that person for a minute. I'm a people person. I'm a yapper. I'm an extrovert, and I had such a hard time making friends until I moved abroad. And then I found that not just in like one location or another, but the people that I happen to energetically connect with on the street in random places. Whilst I was trying to leave a man on a date, I just happened to find a friend. Like I would make friends in person in the wildest ways. And these are people that have been with me intimately in my life for years. Now, am I saying that you have to go abroad to make these amazing friends? No. I am saying that it might be helpful to not just this creator, but to also people that find themselves in these situations to put themselves in spaces that let me figure out how to say this. Okay. We put so much energy, and when I say we, I mean unfortunately I'm a straight lady. Listen, I'm sorry, I can't win at everything. So we put women that are attracted to men put so much energy into figuring out, oh my god, where are all the straight men? You go to sports ball games that you do not care about. You go to speed dating events that are 90% women. You go to all of these things, right? To try and figure out, okay, where are the kinds of men that I would like to be partnered with? And 11 times out of 10, it tends to lead to disappointment. You follow creators that say, oh my goodness, all the rich men go to this bar. You follow different creators that say, okay, you need to talk like this, act like this, dress like this in order to attract the kind of person that you say that you want. All those things that you naturally do, put them in the garbage. Arguably, take them out back. But there's an AK-47 out there also. But for what you want, destroy those things and then put these other things on. And that takes up so much brain space and so much energy and so much movement that it actually brings us further apart from the kinds of people, platonic, romantic, anything in between, that are most energetically aligned with us. And I think that this can also be said for friendship. Apps, toss them out. Personally, I've never won on a dating app. I'm not going to say that. Sure, I'm sure that people have found friends and found partners on dating apps. I know some people who have. Listen, thoughts, prayers, and concepts of prayers to you. Congratulations. For the rest of us, though, once again, regardless if it is romantic or platonic, I don't think I don't think dating apps are the answer. But in the same way that we ask ourselves, okay, so what are the kind of qualities that we would like our partners to have? Oh, I really want him to be into this, that, and the other. And then you start going to these conferences, you start looking up all these things. What are the kinds of qualities that you want your friends to have? So I'm currently in Spain and I'm taking language classes. And the kinds of friends that I have made in this language school who are also trying to develop a linguistic part of their brain, gain a better knowledge of the Spanish language, that have left wherever home is for them to experience something new on their own, generally the women generally on their own. Like, it brings together a certain kind of personality, a kind of person that, like, apps and algorithms have, because algorithms are all about like making money to keep you on there. Like, we hear it all the time when it comes to dating. There's a bunch of articles about that. We don't hear it so much as it relates to women, but it makes sense that it's probably the same thing. An algorithm is an algorithm, and there's one way to make money when it comes to these dating apps or these friendship apps. You have to stay on the app. But what are the qualities that you look for in a friend? What are the kinds of personality traits that you like most about yourself, that you would like to be complimented in a friend? Is it adventurousness? Is it curiosity? Is it intelligence? Is it a thirst for reading? Is it like, do you like running? Do you like working out? What are the kinds of things that you're like, oh, I would love to have a friend that shares these core values with me? And then look for places that facilitate those kinds of interactions, and then just be yourself in those places. As a joyful, unapologetic extrovert, this has not failed me. Now, sure, when I'm at the gym and I got my headphones in, I don't necessarily want to be talking to everybody. But if I have friends that are runners, and they've made wonderful friends in run clubs. Listen, CrossFit is a cult, but it works for some people. They've made great friends in CrossFit or in other kinds of exercise things that don't involve you entering the zone, right? Like, there's book clubs, there's reading clubs, there's cooking classes. I know people that have made friends in pottery classes. Like, what are things that excite you that you would like to further explore? Things that do not require an app. I've made friends while I was apartment hunting in Mexico. And that's not because our similar thing was, oh, they were trying to get rid of their apartment and I was trying to potentially rent their apartment. No, I was just being me in a space that I was like, in a time and space where they were also being completely authentically themselves. And we were like, oh, I like your vibe. Are you doing anything after this? And then we went to an open mic night, and then we just kept hanging out. And they became like such good friends for me while I was living in Mexico. So those are my thoughts. Those are my ideas. I think a lot about friendship because I have the best friends in the world. They're so smart and beautiful, aesthetically pleasing inside and out. I adore everything about my friends. So I have so many thoughts about friendship. If you'd like me to rant a little bit more about friendship, please comment below. But yeah, I don't think that apps are necessarily the best way to go about making those kinds of long-term relationships, especially friendship. But that's me.